I'm going to show you the basic navigation for Windows 8. Some people have trouble on using Windows 8 because it's a completely new concept, and while it's called Windows, the navigation doesn't work like Windows. Let's see. We are on the basic startup screen here. We have the time, the date, in German, I'm sorry, and the network status, which means here I got wired network connection. To be able to log in, you either click and hold it and drag upwards, let go, or you press escape and you come towards your login screen. Once you put in your password, this is the screen you come to. It's the start screen. Now to the basic navigation. This is confusing to Windows users. Windows users are used to desktops. Here is the tile called desktop, and most Windows users click on that. So let's do it. Now we're on a desktop. Many people say, well, great, I got my desktop, but where is my start menu? Well, there was a button, but it took you right to the start screen, the one you saw before this, mainly this screen. Now let's go back. Here you have three possibilities to get back to your start screen. One would be you go to the left bottom and you see the start. Once you see this window, you click, you're back. The other possibility is you go to the right bottom and you come here. You get this nice bar, which is extremely important. Plus, on the lower left side, you have the network status, time and date. But this bar here is extremely important for Windows 8. So this is either you go to the lower right or the upper right corner and you have this menu appear. Here you can see the start button. You can click on it and you're back to the start screen. The third option of going back is most keyboards have a Windows key. You hit the Windows key and you're back. That menu I was talking about earlier, this menu that I was talking about earlier is extremely important. It has the search function for those that don't have a keyboard. It has a share button. If you have applications that support that, you can directly share from here. The device button, which is actually showing all your devices connected. If you have USB sticks and everything in your computer, they will be shown at devices. And the settings menu. The settings menu is important for shutdowns and basic settings. Let's go to the settings menu. The settings menu has the power button. That is what many users are searching for to shut down their machine. Some in frustration, some because they finished work. The power button, if you click on it, gives you the option to restart and shut down. The settings menu changes depending on the application you are in. That is also important to know because the settings menu here is the menu that you would have, for example, in other applications where you clicked on edit preferences. Basically, that could be equivalent, but it is always at the right side. So when you are in an application, if I were here and I would go to settings, see, we have now control panel, personalization, PC, info and help. When I'm back in the Metro UI and I click on settings, you see that it is different. See, so that changes every time. To log out of your computer, it's up here, but it does not shut down. Therefore, we have the settings menu. It starts to get a little confusing for standard Windows users, but I assure you this is actually simpler if you neglect any Windows knowledge you had before, because it works kind of more intuitively. Most people just see this Windows 8 as a bad evolution of the other Windows. But in fact, I think it's better, but for touch devices, not necessarily from computer screens. Because on a computer it's pretty difficult to navigate, because on the touchscreen devices you go to the right and you swipe in to get the menu, but it doesn't help here. Here you have to know that you have to go to the bottom right or the top right for the menu to appear. And the same is for left. If I were to go here, I could multitask, I could go here and put it up. Now the only gesture that is here, that is to close a thing, and that is you take it down and you throw it off, and then it's closed. So if you were to open a couple of programs, for example this, and I go back and I open, I don't know, music, exactly, and I open finance. That's it. To get all the windows that are open, you go to the right top, you see the last one you opened, which was finances, and if you go down, you see that you have finances, music, and Internet Explorer open. At least I do. Now, if you, for example, click on music and you say, well, I don't need it anymore, you go on top, you swipe all the way to the bottom, you let go. Now it's gone, because, and you see it, if we go here, it's closed. That is also one last thing to know about the Meteor UI. For applications, it's a little more difficult. You have to go and search for your application. Here's all your applications that you have installed. Then you can search for, I don't know, calculator, and it's there. But here are all your apps. To get back again, it's the same start. Now, I hope this helped you get around Windows 8, and I hope that Microsoft includes some kind of tutorial. Well, take care.